on the Dutch and see some of the differences between them. This rabbit on my left here shows good graduation with the blaze. You see the blaze is wider at the bottom and narrows at the top, but it does tend to trail off a little bit towards the top of the rabbit. It doesn't have that nice correct peak that you would like to see. This blue here also has a nice medium wide shape to the wedge, but it tends to be a little bit uneven as one cheek is lower than the other. So it tends to give kind of an offset appearance to the blaze. It does have a little bit better peak at the top. It also shows good graduation as it narrows towards the rabbit's ears.
I'm ready.
We'll look at necks and hairlines in a couple of these Dutch. This rabbit has about a half of a neck. If it's completely full, we call it a full neck. This is actually the only marking that doesn't have to be present on a Dutch. It does not result in disqualification. This rabbit we see here has a better even white wedge to that neck. It's still a little bit ragged on the sides, but this does continue between the ears. You can see the hairline that joins the blaze. You don't want to separate the ears too far when you're checking for the hairline, as you can distort the width of the blaze and the neck marking. Okay, we're going to look at some stops on the Dutch. You can see this guy's right stop is very straight. This is right at a third of the length of his foot. His left stop is kind of cut at an angle. We call this biased. You hear a judge talking about a biased stop, it means one is at an angle instead of straight across the foot. This rabbit here has pretty good placement to his stops. They are a third of the length of the foot, but as you can see, this is what we call a ragged stop. The color isn't even, it forms a ragged line instead of a straight line. If the color extends between the toes and connects, it forms a split stop. You can't say that the rabbit has a split stop without actually spreading the toes and looking to see that the color does run between those and connect with the color on the foot. This rabbit does have long stops. You can tell that the white extends farther than a third of the length of the foot, although they are straight and they are fairly even in length. The three things to remember with stops are length, evenness, and straightness.